Grab some of your favorite essential oils with scents that are safe for your family and pets. Using furniture felt pads from the Dollar Tree, carefully apply a few drops of your favorite essential oil to the felt side of the pad. Remove your floor vent cover and simply apply the sticky side of the furniture pad to the inside of the vent. The airflow will then blow the beautiful essential oil scent throughout your own home. Our vacuum cleaner always ends up smelling stale after a while. After cleaning out your filter, grab a cotton pad and your favorite essential oil. Place a few drops onto the cotton pad and place this inside the filter portion of your vacuum cleaner. Voila! A fresh scent every time you clean your floors and carpets. A great way to ensure your whole home has a nice aroma in the air is to tackle your furnace. Remove your filter from the furnace and apply a few drops of your essential oil throughout the surface of the filter. Carefully put the filter back inside the furnace for an easy fix to create a pleasant aroma.
Today we're going to talk about some ways to reuse dryer sheets. Let's get started. Place a dryer sheet in the cushions of your couch. This will help your couches smell good and keep your rooms smelling fresh. Fold up a dryer sheet and place it inside a toilet paper roll. This will help keep your bathroom smelling fresh. Use it to leave new sheets smelling wonderfully fresh. Fold up your sheets, place that dryer sheet in the middle of them, stuff them all in the pillowcase. This will keep all your sheets together, but they'll smell beautiful when you take them out and make your bed. These dryer sheets work great on any sort of computer or TV surface. The static electricity pulls the dust right off and onto the dryer sheet. You can also use these to dust any surface in your home as well. Place a dryer sheet or two on the bottom of a dollar store Swiffer mop. Tuck it in, and you can use this as a mop or as a broom to sweep up the dust and debris from your floor. You can add an old dryer sheet to your drawers. Put a dryer sheet in your luggage. This will stop your luggage from smelling after a trip. Use a dryer sheet to sharpen your scissors. When your scissors aren't working well, grab a dryer sheet and rub it against the sharp edges. It'll clean the gunk off and will sharpen them. Do you have some stinky shoes in your home? Cut a dryer sheet in half. Put one half in each shoe. It'll leave those shoes smelling fresh and make those odors go away. Clean a gunky, messy pot. This pot had a bunch of stew and some of it burnt to the bottom. So I fill it with water. I add some Dawn dish soap and a dryer sheet. Now, if it's really bad, you might need to add 2 dryer sheets to it. Let it soak for a good 30 minutes. Go ahead and use the same dryer sheet to wipe out the entire pot and then rinse it all out. While you're at it, why don't you shine the outside of the stainless steel with the dryer sheet as well. Then when you're done with that, you can take that dryer sheet or another one and wipe down your entire sink and it'll polish it right up. You can take an old dryer sheet, get it a little damp, and clean your faucets. It'll polish them right up. While you're at it, go ahead and wipe down your entire sink. You'll be amazed at how it will release any soap residue and other gunk that is just sitting in your sink. Go ahead and toss it in your garbage can. It'll leave those stinky garbage cans smelling nice and fresh. Fill a container with water. Add a dryer sheet. Let it sit for a good 30 minutes at minimum. The longer you let it soak, the better. All of the chemical, especially if you use lavender, will soak into the water. Pour it into a spray bottle. Use this whenever you have something stuck to you, like I have this dryer sheet stuck to my shirt. So I simply spray that on and it releases that static electricity. If you have soap scum in your showers, get a damp dryer sheet and rub it against the soap. The ingredient that's on the dryer sheet will break away the soap scum. Once you're done wiping it, go ahead and rinse it off.
Head to Dollar Tree and pick up a couple of bottles of shaving cream. Take shaving cream and spray it all around the bathtub. Take a rubber or regular broom and scrub the bathtub thoroughly until it's clean. Then rinse off with water. Take the shaving cream and spray the toilet brush to clean it. Spray it on and let it sit for a while. When it's complete, the shaving cream and the residue will be gone. Take the shaving cream, spray it on a mirror, and use that and a microfiber towel or paper towels to wipe it down. There you have it, a cheap way to clean your bathroom on a budget. I hope this inspired you to try these cleaning hacks in your home.
Today we're going to look at some Irish Spring hacks. So I've got my soap, little grater here, and all I'm going to do is start by grating the soap. And so you can do as little or as much as you want. So we are going to start right here with our windowsill. So all you're going to do is sprinkle a little bit of your Irish soap right there in the windowsill. If it rains, it's going to basically clean your windowsill, but it will also keep the flies away. So when you're done, just go ahead and close your window. Flies are often attracted to garbage and what's inside. So another thing you can do is take your Irish Spring and just sprinkle a little bit in the bottom of your garbage can to keep flies away as you are filling your garbage. This is an area in our yard where we had some vole damage, and we're in the process of mending the damage that was done.
So what I'm gonna do is take some Irish Spring and I'm gonna sprinkle it around this area. And the point of this is that rabbits and other animals don't like the smell of it, so they will avoid this area, and it'll allow our grass to come up and heal in this space. The same thing goes if you have a flower garden. If you have some pests, like some squirrels and other animals are eating and picking at this, simply surround it with a bunch of Irish Spring and those pests will leave.
Next, I'm going to take a little bit of Irish Spring, and the amount really depends upon where you're at and how many bugs you have in your area. You're going to place a funnel on top and pour some water in. Now, if you need something more potent, you can always add some vinegar. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of a shake. Now, over time, the soap's gonna dissolve. And so what I'm doing here is creating a spray. Now, this spray is good for a bug spray. It is also great to spray any leaves outside, or like your rose bushes or any bushes outside that maybe are being attacked by bugs. Okay, you might remember we were talking about Parmesan containers and Parmesan lid hacks and how I use them. Well, this is just a mason jar, or actually it's a recycle jar. And I'm gonna place a bar of soap inside, and I'm gonna place the lid on top. Now, I'll show you what I'm gonna use it for outside. Another thing that I can do with this is I can take the shredded pieces and place them into the recycled jar. I can place the lid on top, and I'll show you what I'll use that for. Now, I have this old lantern from IKEA, and I simply place the jar inside like that. Then next, when I'm coming to sit outside, I can either open either side. So I can open the small side or the big side, but I'm gonna go ahead and open the big side like so. And this helps me when I'm sitting outside, enjoying the outdoors, and then it scares the bugs away while I'm sitting out here. Now, this is my front porch, so I wouldn't want to make too much of a mess, so this is an easy way to scare the bugs away, but then it also helps keep the scent fresh, because when I'm done, all I have to do is close the jar. Next, we're going to talk about doorways, because a lot of times bugs are flying in and out of our doors. So how can we stop and prevent that from happening when people open and close our doors just naturally? Now, one of the easy things you can do is hide soap somewhere on your porch. And you may remember my terracotta pot turtles. So all I need to do is take my soap, lift up my turtle, place my turtle on top of the soap, and the smell can come out from underneath here, and it radiates through the whole space, therefore keeping the flies and bugs away, but it's not just a bar of soap laying around. This is our door that goes in and out of our garage. And so I may not have a pretty DIY or something that I can put by it, but I'm gonna teach you another little trick you can do with just the regular bar of soap. So this is our door's edge, and all I'm gonna take is the edge of the bar of soap, and I'm just gonna rub it onto the door frame. And I'm gonna go all the way up and all the way down as much as I can reach. Now, I don't have to reach the top, but ultimately what I'm trying to do is rub it on the door. So this is the cracks, but you might also want to rub on the outside edge and the inside, depending upon, mostly, hopefully, we're just getting them outside. So you'll just want to also rub it on the outside of your door as well. So another place you consider it is around your table. So you're just gonna go around the table here, and it will keep kind of the flies away from your table as you're eating. So you just need to go around and hit the edge of your table. And you can also hit chairs this way just by using a bar of soap. Now we mentioned doing your doors, so don't forget to hit all of them. Going all the way around all of your doors and hitting all the nooks and crannies. Just giving it a light coat. And again, keep in mind that when you do this, you are going to need to redo it after it rains. This is our apple tree, and squirrels love to climb up this thing, and I've always got something eating at this tree. So as I mentioned before, taking one of these lids and putting the shavings inside allow me to either use this side or this side for this useful project. So instead of having to grate it up every single time, I can have one mount, and then I can just go around this apple tree or plant or whatever I need to and sprinkle some around it. As I said before, not only can this be used on plants, but it can also be used as a bug spray. And I have been known to spray my poor dog too when he is in distress as well. So just staying away from the face, of course. Just simply squirt it on yourself, all over, and have somebody help squirt it on you if you are not comfortable putting it on your skin. It is just soap and water, but you can also spray it on your clothes if you'd feel better about that. And I hope this inspires you to try some Irish Spring hacks of your own.
Our first repair, you're going to go to your toilet, take off the back of the lid. Take some Kool-Aid and dump it in the tank in the back. We're checking for leaks. That goes into the toilet bowl. If you see any discoloration, especially lines running down the bowl, you know that it's leaking and it's time to repair it and get a new flapper. Next, we're going to go to the grout on the floor. Oh, it gets so dirty. All you have to do is take some toilet bowl cleaner, especially the gel formula. Go ahead and place it on the grout and let it sit there for about 5 minutes. Go ahead and grab you one of those old toothbrushes and you're going to give it a good scrubbing. Not too hard, but just enough, and you're going to start seeing the color change. Grab a sponge, wipe it all up, and look at the difference. It restored that grout to its original color. How about when somebody goes in and out of the front door and rattles your door? Or especially when the air conditioner comes on. The way to stop the rattling is to grab a cabinet door bumper or felt that goes under a chair door like we have here. Cut it to size, place it on the door jamb, and look at that. The door will no longer rattle. How about when you're moving furniture and you got that dent in the carpet that you just can't get rid of no matter how many times you vacuum over it? Take some ice, place it on the dent, let it sit there for a good 15 to 20 minutes. After that time, remove the ice and take a fork and rub it out. Blend in those fibers, and you're going to restore that carpet back to its original look. How about a shower head that doesn't work correctly or has rust stains on it? What you have is mineral deposits inside the shower head. You don't have to remove it, just take a baggie, pour some vinegar in there. Take that bag, place it over your shower head, secure it with a clip or a rubber band, and you're going to let it sit overnight. As you can see on the next day, a lot of that mineral deposits came through and is sitting in the bag. Remove the bag gently and carefully. Go ahead and take a sponge, wipe it all off. It gets rid of the rust stains, and look at that. That shower head works perfectly. How about trying to hang one of those pesky pictures or clocks on the wall that have a string? Catching those on the nail can be a pain. Just grab you a fork, put it on the nail, make sure it's secure, put the string or the wire around the fork, lower it into position, and it'll catch the nail every time. The locks on our door can wear out over time. It's just the mechanism inside. Don't use a liquid spray or any kind of lubricant that way. Grab a pencil. Graphite is a natural lubricant and doesn't dry out. Just rub it all over the teeth. Put it in a couple of times. It'll lubricate, and look at that. Smooth action every time.
One of the main causes of home fires in America is the fact that the lint builds up in your washing machine. Now, we clear it out, but why don't you grab yourself a dryer sheet, wrap it around a stick or a paint stick. Use a rubber band to hold it on in place at the bottom, and what we need to do is stick it in those hard to reach places right next to the dryer vent where it catches. The lint loves to collect against the metal inside your dryer. You're going to use this to break it up, and it clings to the dryer sheet. Now back to the blinds. We know these are a pain to keep clean. So what you can do is grab some tongs and grab those dryer sheets again. Not only will make it easy to clean, but it'll give off a great smell when you're cleaning. Look at how the dust collects to those tongs and the dryer sheets. Working at that keyboard can cause your wrist and your arms to get tired and sore. Why don't we grab some pipe insulation from your local hardware store? What you're going to want to do is cut it to the length of your keyboard and then cut it in half. Split that because it sits flat on the desk. That is a great support for your wrists and holds it in place. Might seem a little uneasy at first, but it's great. Now, under that computer, I've got a ton of loose wires, and my feet always get caught inside there. I can also take that same pipe insulation and wrap it up together and put it inside the insulation right through the middle. Once I get it all in there, just turn it around, and now it's protected against the wall and it won't catch my feet. Next, let's move on to the car. There's nothing worse than losing things like your cell phone down the crease between the seat and the console. Take that other half of that pipe insulation, you're going to stick it down in there. Look at that. Garbage, dirt, and your cell phone are safe from getting lost. Now, if you grab some dry erase markers, you can use those on top of your dryer or your washing machine. You can use it as a way to keep hold of your shopping list. Go ahead and use it for dryer sheets, laundry soaps, or bleach. Once you go shopping or you make your own list to go to the store, it wipes right off, and it's perfect. There's nothing worse than trying to hang a picture and using a level. First, you're worried about scratching the wall, and it moves when you're trying to use it. Take some rubber bands, put it around the level, and it grips the wall. Very easy to do. You can do it with one hand. Get it level. Look how I'm using one hand, and you mark your line where you need to put nail. Next, nothing worse than holding a nail with your hands, especially the little ones for the pictures. You can always hit your hands with them. What you can do is grab a pair of pliers, put some rubber bands on them. Look at that, it's self-gripping. Just go ahead and put it right on the nail there, put it up against the wall, and then it's easy to hammer in. And it won't lose its grip on the nail because you got the rubber band on there. Once you got it in place, just go ahead and finish it off, and it's going to hold for your next picture. I hope these hacks really helped you out for your next time you do DIY around the house. Thank you for watching Home Talk, and we'll catch you next time.